Hello. How's it going, everyone?
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to another episode of Table Flippin' Games. We are. Don't adjust your sets. There are two black screens where our other members used to be. It's a big BlizzCon week.
It's not a technical difficulty. We know that's your
Exactly.
default for this.
Exactly. It is. We are here by ourselves today. Um, Only because it's a huge BlizzCon week and uh, everybody's out. So we're going to be taking a look at some smaller games. One in particular, this one I've been wanting to look at simply because it's really hard to play this game with just more than two people. There is a four-player variant of this game, but it's basically like playing two-player games at the same time, which is kind of
Oh, cool. So a game that actually doesn't improve
yeah, it
past.
is kind of weird. I mean,
Perfect.
it could be fun. I've never tried it. I will admit that I've never tried the four-player game. But to me, it's like, okay, so we're basically doing different rooms, and you're only paired with one other person, so it's effectively not really a four-player game. But I think you fight the boss together at the end, and there might be some other differences. But anyway, we're gonna be taking a look at one deck dungeon, and then after the break, I'm thinking we'll have enough time. This should be a fast game too, so if you want a really quick uh, throw down on a small table anywhere, you can play this game pretty easily, and it kind of scratches an itch as far as dungeon delving. It's pretty cool, and the level up system is interesting. And then after the break, we'll play a little bit of a closure to the Halloween week. Um, so we'll kind of reveal that afterward.
So
After
this
the
is
break.
a camp. One deck is a campaign. You could play it.
Yeah, you can play it as a one-off run where you have lots of choices as far as your dungeon you run into. There there's at least four or five, and then there is another box set that you can buy. As you can see behind me, I always have the games. Or I haven't lately, but we've only been playing the one game that I definitely have. But we've got
But tell
two.
them.
Yeah, there's two versions of one deck dungeon that you can play. One is the Forest of Shadows, and then the other one is just the base game. So if you buy those and you play them, you can either play them individually or combine them, and you'll have more character access. So we aren't playing with Forest of Shadows; we're just playing with the base game tonight, just as kind of an intro. But you do have a lot of options if you combine them together. I think you also have to, yeah, you have to buy at least two boxes to be able to play four players.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the trick to it too. So
Very cool.
basically, yeah, so basically we're heroes. We're going to be diving into a dungeon, trying to get to the boss. There's three levels of the dungeon, and then the fourth level is the boss. And you want to try to level up before you get there. You also want to try to equip as many items as you can to beef up your character because you definitely don't cannot survive against the boss uh, with the starting items, starting level for sure.
Okay.
So we're kind of picking here. The cards that come with the base set are the rogue, the warrior, the archer, the mage, and the paladin. And this extra Kaliana card is, I think it's some kind of promo or something. She's very one-sided as far as her abilities. So if you look on the left-hand side of each of these cards, there's the stats are kind of represented by symbols. The yellow is kind of, sword is kind of combat. The pink boot is agility. The blue diamond shape is magic, and then of course you have the health, the damage that you can take. And then every character has a scroll at the bottom that is some kind of heroic feat that they can only do under certain conditions. It's like a super power thing you have to charge up. And then there's usually an ongoing ability that they get all the time, which is the brown scroll at the bottom.
Okay.
Those are called skills. And you can level up and have more skills too as you progress through
Okay.
the game. So, I don't know. What are you thinking as far as heroes? If we're picking our heroes,
And I think the one time I tried this, which I don't even think we played a full game, I remember I thought you told me, but between the two of us, we want a good mix of the
Right.
whatever, what do you call them, the
The stats,
stats.
yeah.
Like you don't want two people who are both heavy because you have to do different types of damage
Mm-hmm.
or something like that.
Yeah, you have to have
Okay.
different abilities, and they translate into dice basically. So your abilities are your for every boot you have, for every agility you have, you get two purple or pink dice, and you get to roll those to try to do skill checks. Same with the blue magic. Same with the yellow sword. So
Okay.
the more you have of a mix of different skills, the more likely you are to be able to face off against anything.
Well, since you've played this a lot before, is there one type you haven't done that you want to try, and I'll pick off that what you pick.
I haven't tried the paladin.
Go for it. If you want to, that is. So
Yeah,
the paladin's completely missing agility.
right. So we should probably pick someone not to kind of force you, but that might lead you to either the archer or the rogue.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like. And I think actually I did the rogue the one time I tried this, but I was looking at the archer anyway. It's not great at anything, but it's got at least one of everything. So I think
Right.
that hopefully will be handy. All right, paladin and archer it is.
All right. So we have our two characters, and you remember you can play up to four, but you'd have to have two base sets, and I don't think two players can play the same character. Um,
Okay.
and let's see. So to start off with, what you're going to do is you're going to have a set of dungeon cards. They're really easy to find because they're the only deck that you have in the game. One deck dungeon, right? That's all
Wait
you
a
need. I know
minute.
it's not a
I just thought of a
misnomer.
name for this game.
Yeah. So you shuffle those cards. There's 44 with a base set, and you put them on top of the stairs reference sheet here. And so these just give you a little bit of information if you need to know it. On the right side here, we have our level information sheet. So basically, it tells us what we get as far as level 1 powers. We can have one item equipped, we can have one skill equipped, we can have one potion during setup, which is already over there. And then we don't get any extra black encounter dice, which are nice dice to have. And then the important information on this card right now is that we need 6 lanterns to level up. So it's like 6 experience points, basically.
Okay.
Over here on the left, you have a turn reference, which tells you what options you have. At the start of each turn, you waste 2 time. The hourglass symbol is time. And then you can either explore a room, enter a room if it's already explored. You have an encounter or combat. I think these are traps or something like that. You either have a combat or a trap if you have an encounter. And then on the bottom here, we've got some potions. And right now, we only have one effect with the potion, which is we can heal 3 damage from any hero at the start of the turn, or 2 damage anytime. And that healing can be done during any kind of encounter, combat, or trap. And we have one potion right now that we can use. Later on, we'll actually have other uses we could add to the potions as well. So we could have more than one, more than just healing potions. Then finally, we are going to be going into the introductory scenario, which is or dungeon. This is the Dragon's Cave, and every floor has a different. Or each time you play, you start on the first floor, and then after you battle and gain some experience, eventually the game will automatically switch you to the second floor, and then the third floor with increasing difficulty. So the basic dungeon will also increase your difficulty along with any difficulty that the monsters or traps provide you.
Oof, okay.
So it definitely gets harder. Um,
Sounds hard enough.
yeah, exactly. The other thing that's important about the Dragon Cave is every time you go to a floor, apparently there's a hall of statues that takes us so much time to get through that it wastes 5 time. So time is interesting in this game because you really have to worry about spending too much time because basically you'll auto descend to the next level of the game, and if you are not built up enough, that can be bad news. So right off the bat, we're going to have to waste 5 time, and so how you do that is you just discard 5 cards.
I'm skeptical already. I have a pet
Exactly.
peeve against timed games.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll
Yeah. It
see.
is. It can be tough. So I've discarded 5 cards because we wasted 5 time because we did start the first floor right now. And we had to walk through those Hall of Statues. Now the crazy thing is we got 39 cards left in the deck. As soon as we get run out of those cards, we automatically have to go to the second level, which is not something we want to do because it will. We want to make sure we're ready before we go down to the next level. So,
Okay.
as we look at the turn reference, at the start of every turn, you have to spend 2 time. So
We
we
just
just wasted 2
wasted
more time.
5.
Yeah,
7 that we had no choice about.
yeah.
Okay.
So now we have a choice. We can either explore or enter a room. So basically, we have to explore our first turn because there are no available rooms in the dungeon for us. So what we do is we explore. We put out 4 rooms.
So we're basically on the first floor, but we haven't like opened any doors on the first floor
Right.
to
It's
see
like
what we're.
yeah, it's like
Okay.
we've come to a corridor where there's doorways, and now we you always have 4 choices to start off with. And so that's the end of that first turn. So now we're ready for another turn, and we waste 2 more time at the beginning of every turn. So now we can actually do something. Um, so basically, during this turn, we can explore any one of these 4 rooms. So I'll let you decide what you think we should explore, and you can just flip it.
What's the hero turn order? Like every time, doesn't matter. We just pick who goes
No,
first.
we're actually kind of simultaneously going at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm gonna need about a half hour to decide which of the
Which
4
door?
things I know nothing about.
Exactly.
It's gonna take great research. Let's just go with boom, bottom left.
Ooh, a bandit. Okay, this is a good starting guy because as you can see from the confusing information on the card, the first thing I look at is how much experience is he worth up here in the top right. So he's only worth 3, so that's a little bit of an easier fight. Um,
Halfway to leveling up.
that's true, and it will provide half our hit points. So the only thing you really need to focus on, because the stuff around the edges does not matter until you defeat it, but it does kind of inform what you want, maybe whether or not you want to fight it. So we could, if we wanted to, escape from this encounter and not face it. But I think it might be okay to try to face it.
How do we determine like the difficulty of it
So here's
to
what
make
we have
that
to
decision?
do. I forgot to do this at the beginning of the game. Each one of us has to take a number of dice at equal to the number of symbols that we have, and they also have to match colors. So, for example, I have 2 yellow dice and 2 blue dice, which represents my strength and my magic. So there, you can grab those up here at the top if you want.
Okay, so I get mine.
Yeah. Also, while we're doing this, oh, this is cool because when you roll the dice, they automatically flip to the right side up. The other thing about this game is that it is available on iOS devices as well. So you could play. I don't know if you can play this cooperatively. I don't like with someone on another phone. I think it might just be on your own.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but it's kind of a cool little game to play on your phone too. Okay, so here's how this works. So we have right now we both have 4 dice. We have different colors of dice, and we have to try to roll and cover these challenges here. These are like basically because we're fighting a bandit, we have to do a lot of agility, dodging around, and then we have to cut him a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
How you do that is for every square box, you have to put a die on it that matches the color and is also equal to or greater than the number on it.
Hmm.
For the rectangles, you can put more than one die. Obviously, you'll need to because 6 is the highest number on a die. So you can combine as many dice as you want to beat the number that's in that box, and it has to match the color.
It's got a Yahtzee element then.
Yeah, so exactly. So we basically need, because this is a combat encounter, we can use all of our dice. The trap encounters are a little bit different, but basically we can use all of our dice, and you want to always roll all your dice because you can, even though like there is no blue, we can totally maybe use those to help us still.
Oh, okay.
So the easiest thing to do is everyone should just roll their dice, or both of us. Oh man, this is how you do it.
Oh, you did? Okay, because I'm
I
not
did pretty
sure
pretty
if
well.
what I did was okay.
Okay. So now what we have to do is decide how we want to place dice. Now the reason why you want to figure that out is because after you're finished, whatever, like let's say we fill all this up except for maybe these spaces, whatever's not covered by dice, you have to take as a penalty. So the hourglasses mean you have to discard cards, and then of course the hearts mean that you have to split damage between you and your partner. So we have to
Okay.
decide now where we're going to place our dice, keeping in mind also that we both have abilities at the bottoms of our cards, which say
Oh,
your partner
yes.
may re-roll any or all of their ones.
That's the Paladin's ability,
Yeah,
support aura.
which you didn't, so you don't get
Okay.
to do that.
Mine isn't going to help either. I've got a combined shot where I can increase one of my partner's sword or combat dice by one, but the 3 to the 4 isn't going to really help
Mm.
us, is it?
No,
I can't increase my 4 to a 5?
no,
No.
apparently not.
Okay.
The other thing to pay attention to is on your heroic feat, you want to decide if you want to use that. Because so basically you can spend 2 time, in other words, discard 2 cards to roll 2 black dice, and we'll get to add those to our combat if we wanted to.
Before checking other effects,
Oh,
it
you have
says.
yeah. Before checking any effects, you have to discard one of those dice though.
How do you do
So you
that?
roll 2 black dice, and then you take out whichever one you want, basically.
It says before checking any other effects, discard
I think that
one.
means before you do any other abilities that would change any of the dice.
Oh, okay. That's my heroic eagle eye. So what do you got for the paladin as your
So
heroic?
I can store a black die on my character if I open a door that's worth 4 or more lanterns or experience points. So this one is only worth 3. So I
Oh,
didn't get,
okay.
and then I can use those. I can only store 1 die at a time, but I can then use that heroic feat anytime I want. So it's like I'm storing up power, and then I can
Okay.
decide. So unfortunately, I don't get to use mine. You have to decide if you want to use yours.
I'll hold off just at
Yeah.
least to see how this first one goes because we've blown enough time.
So here's how you can use the dice that don't match colors. At any point, if you, I guess we should get some black dice down here. If at any point you have dice that in combat that you can't use, then you can take 2 of any color and trade them for a black die that matches the lowest number of the 2 dice that you got rid of or that you set aside. So I set aside a 5 and a 6. That means this black die comes in as a 5 because it's the lower of the 2. Now the cool thing is I can use a black die to cover any ability.
Oh, so you can only do that with die that aren't going to be used. You can't voluntarily say, "Well, my 2 agility suck. I want to trade those."
You can use any dice, any two
Just any
dice you
2
want.
color.
I
Wow.
think they have to
Okay.
be of the same color. Let me.
That makes sense to be the same color.
Yeah, I think that is. I think that's right. I'm going to say that's right. So unfortunately, if you traded in your 2 and your 5 agility, you would only get a
Yeah.
2 black, which
I like the 5, but the 2 sucks. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it'd be a good trade, and then I can't do any other trading. Not even my blue. So my blue one's wasted because I don't have 2 blue.
let me look this up. That's a good question.
Okay,
Um,
I'll talk to chat.
oh, I can just open up my physical board game here.
Oh, I'll let you look that up first.
Any 2 dice. Good thing we looked that up. Any two
Okay.
dice.
So I don't think you can do it because I think this bandit's special.
Oh, making
Yeah,
a black die uses 3 dice, not 2.
his dodge.
Whew. Okay, so you're right. Yeah, I can't do that.
So we just got to work with what we got.
Yeah, you're right. Good thing you
This
noticed
kind
that.
of sucks. Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, I could. Well.
I can't help on any of the combat. I've got a 4. So I've got dice, 2 die that are useless. All I can do is my agility stuff, and even that's not great.
Yeah, and we got to decide what would be better. I mean, we want to probably try to avoid taking damage.
Oh, because I was thinking I could cover this 4, but you don't think that's good?
I don't know. I mean, so basically, if we don't cover the 3 hearts, we're going to take 3 damage.
But man, at this rate, it looks like we're losing 3 time.
Well, wait. Why don't I take these 3 dice and give us a 3?
I
And
thought you said they had to be this, they don't have to be the same color?
no, they don't. Yeah, sorry, that was what I just looked up. Is they don't
Oh,
have to be the same color.
God, but my 2 dice are still useless. Okay. So you think that's good, and then we could just do that?
Yeah, unless you want to use your 2 time.
Well, I didn't declare it, but
Yeah.
maybe next time. I just thought we
Okay.
lost it.
No, that's fine. So basically, we have to waste 2 time.
Yikes.
I mean, it's not a huge loss, but we do have to take 2 damage, and we can split that between us if we want.
Yeah, I say
Seems
splitting it one
seems
and
fair.
one. Yeah.
All right, so we've each taken one wound. That's not too bad because there's obviously we've got the potion to heal us if we need it, if we run into emergency, and then also we can gain abilities that actually increase our health too, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and take your dice back.
Well, how will we know
So
how
we
much?
beat him.
Oh, how did we beat him? We didn't cover all the.
Yeah, so it's okay if you don't cover them all. You just take the penalty and you still beat him. So
Oh, so if we
basically,
just
it's
put
like a push
one
your
die
luck.
on this thing,
Yeah, we'd even defeat him
we
even
win.
if we just put one die. We just have to take all those penalties.
Okay.
So now what we have to do is we've got 3 choices. We can either take him as experience, which, like you said, we'd be halfway there, and we'll put this card over by the experience, the level, the level reference sheet. Someone can take this bandit, his gear, and add it as an item to their character sheet, which basically would increase your agility by 1, so you'd get an extra die. Or you can add it as a skill, and basically what the skill is if you spend a strength die, you can increase 4 of your dice by 1 each. It's a cleave skill, and it's only available in combat. That's why the swords are there.
I'll increase 4 of die of any color.
Yeah, any 4 of your dice and they have to be your dice by 1 each. And so you could if you rolled a really crappy low yellow, you could boost up 4
Yeah.
of your other die 4 points.
Well, if anyone took that skill, it'd be you. I say it's between the skill and the experience.
Yeah,
That's a
I kind of
pretty
agree.
good skill for you.
Yeah, I think I will if you don't mind. So I
Okay.
think these will
Yeah.
auto attach here. Yep,
Oh, cool. So now you can do the support aura or the cleave.
exactly. Yeah. So you can. So the cool thing is eventually you'll be like this. You'll have a lot of variety of choices for what you can do with your dice, which is
I
really
love
cool.
that the choices of you got this dead guy, you can either strip his gear and
Yeah.
that's something, get it just to suck the experience or
Yeah.
get some kind of skill. Okay.
And then now remember, because we're level 1 characters, we can only have 1 item and 1 skill, and so that means I'm now full on skills, and I can only equip 1 item, and then we'll have to level up before I can take
Well,
any
you have
more.
2 skills, so now don't you have to pick
No,
between the 2?
the starter skill doesn't count.
Oh,
So you can
okay.
only
One.
add
Okay.
one. Yeah, add one
So
skill.
we get you 1 item and we're set for level 1.
Right, right.
Okay. Well, that seems good then. Okay,
Okay.
we're on our way.
All right. So Now we start a new turn, so we discard 2 cards, and we're down to 27. And so we can
Okay.
explore a new door, or we could do another. I'm sorry, not explore. Explore puts new cards out, but if we did that now, it would only replace one of the doors.
Yeah, seems
So
dumb.
yeah, so we'll kind of enter a new room. Do you have a
Okay.
preference?
Oof. The choices are difficult. Three complete unknowns. I'll let you pick.
All right, let's. Ooh, okay. So this is a trap. So we
Oh,
have to
cool.
decide: do we want to do the magic way through this? It's an arrow wall. We can either do the magic way through it, or we can rush through it using agility. So the choice is, we only whatever choice we make, we can only use that color of die to this for the skill check. So if we
Damn
did
it. So we
magic,
can't use your cleave. That's not
right?
going to help us.
Yeah, because that's a combat skill, and so is my support aura, and so is your combined shot.
So none of those help.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So we have 3 dice, 3 blue dice. So the 6 seems
yeah.
pretty doable. The agility seems impossible because we only have your 2 dice, and 11 is going to be, man, that's hard to do. Now you
We could do
notice
the blue and should I try my feet?
you could. The other
Because if
thing,
we lose, that we'd lose 3 time anyway.
yeah. The only thing is about the magic shield choice is that it does waste 1 extra time, whereas rushing through doesn't waste any, have a penalty, as you can
Yeah, but
see up here.
with you have no agility. I only have 2.
Yeah, I still think the magic shield's the best choice.
Maybe I shouldn't use my feet then, since it's gonna waste an extra time.
I think we should be okay with just 3 dice.
3 dice, and all we have to do is equal 6
Yes. Yep.
total.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and I don't even think we need my feet for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, come on, I think we can do this.
Oh,
Ooh, how about I do it by myself?
there you go. Because I rolled crap that time.
Boom.
All right. So the only thing it cost us was 1 time,
All right.
and now we get the same choice. We can either use this as a magic item. It adds a magic die. We can use it for 2 XP, or we can add a potion, a new potion effect. So for 1 potion, we can roll 3 magic die. It's a mana potion, I guess.
Kind of. So, is leveling up something like if we don't do it before the next floor, we're screwed?
There are 4 levels total. If you're not, I mean, obviously the max level is going to really help you out a lot, but you got to kind of do a balance in this game. I found like if you don't gear up on your items fully, then that will cause a disadvantage for you.
I'm
Um,
kind of feeling the experience for this one. Although, I
yeah,
mean, the
that's fine.
mage wouldn't hurt, but we're not too bad on the magic die, and
Yeah,
it
we
feels like we got to just slowly build. It's like investing in your 401k. We
exactly.
got to just make our contributions little by little.
Yeah. So we've got 2 out of 6 experience.
Okay, feel good about that.
Yeah. So now we start a new round. Discard 2 cards. Now we're down to 24.
24. Well,
So,
the rooms are getting low, but given we don't know anything about the other 2,
yeah, just keep going.
I guess if one of these sucks, then we'll know to probably explore next time,
Yeah, that's
because the
true.
odds will be. So, yeah, let's
So, you
let's do
want
this
this one?
bottom one. Yeah. What do we got?
Shadow. So it's a 3 experience guy.
Nice.
The cool thing is, look at this. Look at this ability item. It not only adds a sword icon, but it also adds an extra health.
Very good. Yeah.
So he fades. Basically, every time you use a skill, which are these scrolls in the bottom, it costs you an extra time.
Ah, BS.
Oh, the other thing that I forgot to mention because we haven't run into it yet is you see these shield icons?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, crap. I also forgot something else we've been screwing up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the shield icons have to be placed first. So until you cover up all the shield icons, you can't place dice anywhere else. So it's like you
Oh,
have to break through its shield before you can hit it.
so we might have the two prior rooms we did, we might have messed up.
Well, we messed up because I also forgot every time you do a combat or a trap, you have to also cover these two squares.
Oh my God.
This
How
one,
would you possibly do this? You don't
well,
have enough
you only have to
die.
do the right one if it's combat and the left one if it's a trap. So I think we would have had enough.
So the magic wall, I think we did because I had
Yeah,
the one die and
yeah,
then you had extra die. You could hit the two, but it's the first room.
yeah. I think we're okay.
I
I think
had
I
an unused four, I believe, in the
yeah.
comp.
Yeah, so we're good. So as long as we remember to do that. So now we have to cover a 3, we have to cover a 5, and we have to cover 3 blues, and then that agility seems impossible. Unless we want to use your your feet.
God, yeah, that seems pretty. And then we're going to spend a time if we use any skills. Is this, do they have rooms in here that really will be like, hey, this isn't doable at your level? This,
Yeah, because really this is the same deck, right? So we'll be using this same monsters as we descend down into the dungeon.
yeah,
So we might be better equipped to face this guy later. We could totally just abandon.
yeah. Yeah, this seems kind of rough, and it seems like it's going to be a time suck
Yeah.
with the skills. So, what
So
happens? We just lost two time going in here, not
yep.
doing a room then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we start a new turn, which eats 2 more time, and then we want to look at this last card?
Given that we wasted two, I kind of want to. I'd hate to explore and just, but man, if this room sucks too,
Let's do it.
I guess it could be as random as anything else.
All right. So it's a trap. It's a cave in. We do have to put any. So it's gray. So we can put any color of die that's a 2 or higher here. Then we
Okay.
have to decide on top of that whether we want to do a strength and dismantle the cave in, or an
Yeah.
agility check. Which yeah, seems like that's what we
I
got.
think with your cleave and everything.
Which it's not a combat though.
Oh, so none of our skills will apply.
Mm-mm.
We still have three combat die versus
Right.
in the lower. It'll waste a lot of time if we don't hit it. Okay, but still, I mean, do we want to attempt it? I
Yeah, I think so.
six.
I
I
think it's
think
right.
we can do six
Yeah.
plus. We also we also need to put one.
We lose 2 time if we choose the strength, which seems like the only choice anyway.
Gosh, but we also have to put a shield. Are we sure we can do this?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, if we don't, we just take one hit and lose 3 time.
Lose
That's it.
three times.
That's
So
it.
okay, seems kind of tough, but
Unless you want to use your ability.
I'll save it.
All right. I got
All
this
right.
by myself, so hopefully we
Oh,
got the 2
okay.
shield.
Yep.
Okay, good. All right.
Whew.
So we dismantled it. Now we got to decide, do we want it for XP, an item, which is just another agility, or you could take it as a skill. Basically, what the skill is you if you spend a blue die of 2, you can gain a blue die that's automatically set to 5.
God, that seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I would like the agility too, because that's our weakest, but that blue is almost guaranteeing that we're going to have some good blue success, and you can use it on traps and combat, so I
Yeah.
like that too.
Yeah, like I said, gearing up is also really
Okay.
beneficial for sure.
I think I might, and then that'll be my one skill for the level.
Yeah. I think if you just drop it down toward the bottom, it'll automatically lock in place. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, so we're at the top of a new round, which costs 2 time, and then I'm assuming we want to explore.
Yeah, I don't think that probably got us
All
to the
right.
level of defeating that shadow.
Okay, and then now we start a new turn, which wastes 2 more time. We're down to 13.
Yikes. Well, any of them are. I'll let you pick. Any of them are as random as anything else.
Let's go diagonal. Oh.
Oh, it's not what I would pick.
Well,
No.
I guess we're
Damn.
running away
Identical
again.
shadow.
I think we also have the ability to, let's see. At some point, I thought we could clear like the whole room, but maybe you can't.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up too. So I guess you're picking now.
Let's go up here. Another trap.
Bear trap. Oof. So we have to do an agility check no matter what. So I can't roll anything.
God dang it. I think, do you want to try it? And maybe I'll try my heroic feat.
Okay.
And I might even want to gamble and do the run through so we don't lose. That's
The
three
three
time
time.
if we do it the other way.
Okay, so you're gonna spend 2 time to roll 2 black die. Now you know you only get to keep one of them, right?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But I get to pick which one, right?
Right. Right.
So I take one of these black die also, and
Two.
this is it. Oh, two.
Yeah, you get to roll them both and then decide which one.
And so none of our feats, my flame weave is useless. You've got nothing.
Your flame weave. Oh yeah, because it's no magic. Yeah. Yep, I'm useless.
We really need to get
Some
somebody
agility.
another agility, yeah. Okay,
Well,
I think I did it if I keep the black die, right?
yeah, if you keep.
Oh, but crap.
What's that?
Floor, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I didn't do it.
No, you do. Oh, you did the. Oh, that's right. We did
The
the
run through so we
11.
wouldn't lose time.
Well, that's the gamble though. I mean, you got close though. That God it sucks we didn't have
So
one
we'd
more
have to
die.
put that there, and then I would only get 9. So we're
Mhm.
basically losing 2 time
Yeah.
and 3 health.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to my health damage.
Oh, I think it's on your. It might have fallen. Yeah, it fell below. Anytime you, I think.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So that was kind of bad. I just cost us.
I mean it happens.
So you cost us the 2 time.
Yeah, I got that already. So now I'm trying to find the best place to put these hearts because I guess they'll drop through the cards.
Yeah, I guess I'll stick mine. So now we got to combine 3 damage, huh?
Yeah, so I gave myself 1, and then if you give yourself 1, then we just got to decide who's going to take the next one.
I can't. Well, it'll kill us, right? Either one of us.
Oh.
So that's a screw up too, huh?
Ooh. Yep.
That was maybe a really bad idea. What happens if you get killed?
Um.
Can we use a potion at any time?
Oh, yeah, you're right. We could.
Probably better, eh?
Yeah. So we can only heal 2. I don't think we're technically supposed to do it as we're dying, but let's just say we didn't know, so.
Well, when could have we done it knowing that we can
Yeah,
you do
I
it
guess
after
that's
the
true.
skill
I
check?
guess that's a good question. Would I have had to have done it? Well, we knew we weren't going to succeed, so yeah, I could drink the potion. But the question is whether I can drink the potion before or after the effect takes place.
Might be a timing rules thing to look up.
Hmm.
It says 2 damage any time.
Yeah, that's what I
I
was thinking
mean,
too.
that
The,
makes me think you can.
yeah, the disadvantage is we don't get the 3 healing
Right.
at the start of the turn. So I'll keep 1 wound. You
So
still
say the
have
potion
2.
eats 2,
Yeah.
and then I took the 3rd. That sounds good, since
Yeah.
I'm the one who kind of.
Yeah. All right, so we should probably take this as an item. I'm thinking
Oh, so someone has the agility?
an extra agility. Yeah, don't you think?
Yeah, if you want it. That way you actually feel like you're participating in agility stuff. Now
That's
you got
true.
1.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So I got me some agility.
That cost us though.
So now we
All
should.
that for 1.
So now we need you. We need to get you an item, and then we need to level up because we can't do
Okay.
anything else. Yeah. All
That
right.
potion
So
thing would
another
be
2
nice.
time, down to 5 dungeons. So I'm assuming you want to open
Yeah,
this
I
door.
think hopefully we can do this.
A rune puzzle. Ooh, we got some magic. We can decipher it for 2 time and rolling a 6. Or we can destroy it with an 11.
I mean, we've got some combat. We both have combat.
3 dice to get 11.
I say to save time. Of course, we. I'm the one who said gamble on the last one.
Well, we're almost out of time for the first level anyway. I don't know that we can explore and then look at more rooms before we have to go to the next floor anyway.
Let's see. We would explore. That would lose 2, and then we'd come back to it to lose another 2. So we could get off one. Could we get off one more if we did explore?
Because then we'd have to waste another two time to be able to look at one of those doors. So we would then be short.
I guess my question is if we can get away with doing one more room before it forces us, I'd like to do that. But if we can't, then yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a gamble. We might be able to do it and not.
Well, we should be able to figure that math out, right? Maybe I just don't know the rules.
Oh, so basically, let's say we beat it,
Oh,
then
okay.
with the destroy, then we don't. Then next turn we'll discard 2. We'll be down to 3, and if we
Okay.
explore, 2 cards will go out. There'll be 1 left in the deck, and then we'll need to spend 1 card, and then we'll put a heart on the stairs. And if there's ever 3 hearts on here, we put a wound on one of our heroes, so it like kills us to not descend. If that makes
One
sense.
out of 3 isn't bad.
Yeah, I mean it would be possible if we could get lucky enough that the encounter that we look at is easy to do.
And we have to remember one of these die is going to go on the level floor too.
Mm-hmm.
So we need a
Oh
little.
yeah, so we'd need, and it has to be a 3. So there's no way I can get a 12 on just 2 dice, or 11.
I've got 1.
Right, but we have to put 1 up on the dungeon. So that means 2 of our dice have to get to 11. Seems like
Yeah,
it'd
my
be.
combined shot will increase something, one of your die by 1.
Oh, but it doesn't because it's
Oh,
a
it's not a
trap.
trap. That's right. Okay, so yeah, I guess it is looking like we got to do the magic version, right?
Yeah. So waste 2 time to be able to decipher it.
We're still gonna have to cover the shield plus 6,
Yeah.
but
Oh my gosh. Hopefully you rolled high.
now for my flame weave, does it have to be an exact 2 to get that,
That is a good question. I
or 2 or
think
more?
it has to be 2 or more. Oh yeah, I think you just have to spend 2. Technically, it's 2 magic, which you have 3 magic. Yeah.
Okay, so I could do that.
So you change the 2 to a 5, basically.
Right.
Okay, that's good. So this only needs a 2, right? Okay, good. Whew. Okay, so we did it.
So we did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Right on the number. Okay.
So now we can either take it as XP, someone can have a strength icon.
You think the XP is bigger than me getting my last item before we move on, or?
Hmm. I'd say it's a toss up.
I say take the XP because we're not bad on combat stuff, especially when you add our
Yeah.
skills into it.
Yeah.
Doesn't level us, but
So now we have 4 out of 6.
okay.
All right. So now we start a new turn.
So there's 1 in there.
So we explore.
Are we sure we want to
Oop,
explore?
oop, 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 oop.
Well, you don't think there's a way we could take one of these shadows now and save time, right?
I just think,
Probably not,
yeah,
huh?
the agility is going to be so hard to do. I mean, it's possible. We'd have to roll really well, though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it does look pretty tough.
So you
And
think
users are
explore?
skilled. Okay, yeah, probably.
So here's the thing: is if we don't descend, we have to put 2 hearts on the stairs to be able to open this room.
Oh, then we have to descend, right?
Yeah, because I think any loss of time is just gonna. Yeah. So I think when okay, so we'll go ahead and descend. So now we're on floor 2. Now what this means is we have to, for every trap, we have to put a 2 on this shield and a 6 if we want to keep this wound from happening. And if we're in combat, we have
Oh
to put
my
a 5
God.
magic and a 3. Yeah.
Why should the first floor stuff? That's stupid. Seems really hard.
Yeah. It could be. Yeah, I think it's a pretty challenging game.
I mean, which is cool. People like
Yeah.
their challenges, but oof, I don't know how we could have
So we
done
did.
much more leveling up and things.
Yeah. So we did start a new floor, so we have to spend 5 cards automatically. And then we have to spend 2 at the beginning of the turn. And then we're going to explore, which puts 4 cards out.
Now, does this floor do anything? It just says flame aura.
Right, the flame aura just has that. That's what adds those extra squares on the sides. And then now we start a new turn. Now we can look at one of the rooms.
Wow. Oof. Well, at least I guess the shadows are gone, so that's something.
Yeah.
Um, it doesn't matter to me.
Um, let's do this one.
Okay. Oh my God. The shadows, they hate us.
The shadow knows.
Okay.
So
So we're
start a new
not doing that,
turn.
right?
Yeah, I think it's still so hard. Which one do you want to do?
Burning through the time. Let's do the one above.
Plague rat. Okay, so it's this square is x. X is equal to 4 per open door, including this one.
Okay, so that was kind of
So
lucky.
this one's worth 8. So we have to put 8 there. Agility.
Wow. Oh, gosh, so no, we can't.
Man,
Plus all
what's
the
with
side stuff.
agility?
I don't understand how this is even possible. There's just not that many
Well, you have to
die.
remember. You have to remember that some of these spaces are okay penalties. Like we could totally skip this 5
Ew.
and just take 2
Yeah.
time. And then over here, these aren't required. They don't have shields, so we
Well,
don't have
boy, we're
to.
gonna get killed. We don't have any potions. I mean, we can't even take.
Yeah.
This seems like it's ending fast.
This was a pretty hard. This was a pretty terrible one to get for such all this agility on it. That's pretty crazy because it's not a hard creature.
Okay, so I guess we're skipping this too.
Yeah, for now anyway.
I just don't know if there's any easy cards left. Wow.
What?
Are these shuffled?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we skipping that then, and
Yeah.
should
Let's
we
see.
explore
Cause
and just get rid of all of these?
that's a good question. Hey, I get a black die whenever we open a door that has 4.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit of something.
Mm-hmm.
Before the encounter, someone has to get damaged.
Right.
Then there's all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Well, we've got a few magic.
It does give us an agility plus a heart, which would be good.
Yeah, and I guess we'd have to cover that 11 for sure. That's like I don't think we could take that kind of damage. We could maybe, but man, the fact that we have to do those other.
We only have to do the ones on the right, but yeah, it's
Still,
still a lot. Yeah.
doesn't seem like any of these are possible. It's up to you if you want to try it. What about your heroic feat?
So I can use it. So I'll get a black die,
I should try to use.
and then we also get all of our abilities.
Should I use my feat also?
Yeah. I say we do this. Go big or
And
go home.
and I do my feat and waste 2 more time.
Yeah. Because we would
Okay.
have to waste 2 time re-exploring anyway. So we might as well just
Okay.
stick this guy.
So now I add 2 black die to,
Hmm.
and we got to remember our skills. Well, it's gonna be a big fight. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Okay. Eee. Well, I'm gonna put your ones to work.
Yeah.
The support aura.
Yeah, you can re-roll any of them.
Okay, here's my first one. All right, and here's my black die, although I don't think I'm going to be keeping it either way. Yeah, okay, so this is the black die I want to get rid of because my other one got a 6.
Okay.
Now my thing's looking pretty decent.
Well, I definitely am going to use my ability too, which is I can trade in a strength die to increase 4 of my dice by 1.
Oh, remember, I can increase one of your combat die by 1.
Okay, that'll help. So now I can increase 4 of mine by 1, so we can see where we need them.
We've used almost all of our skills, so that's good.
Yeah. All right.
Damn, we need another blue 5.
I can make this a blue 5.
Do it. That'll cover the 11 spot.
Yep. So that's done. We don't have to worry about that one. And then I can increase 3 more dice of mine by 1.
Well, there's a blue. How about I put my black die on this blue 6? But then there's a blue 5 we really want to. Maybe I should save my black die for that. For the floor. Because 2 damages.
Yeah. We basically can take 1 hit and that's it.
I say that might be the spot.
Okay.
Damn,
so I can place my 3 here.
I've got a useless 4 combat also. But oh man, I just missed covering that agility.
Well, you can always trade.
Oh yeah, how many can I trade?
2 in for. Oh, one of us has to take a hit when we fight this guy, so that's got to be me. So we can't take any damage.
Oof, well, this is gonna be over fast. It just seems so hard. The one thing that kills me about this is that the floor stuff you have to cover along. I mean, the fight has enough stuff on it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, the downside is, even if I increase a die by 1 more, I can increase.
So I could trade my 2 agility in for 1 black die at the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
That won't help anything, really.
Yeah, and I can increase my remaining die to. I mean, the only thing that would help is increasing this to 3. Lets us cover this.
Yeah. And we're still gonna. So we died? Hey, but time-wise for our show, this game really helped us out.
Exactly. Yeah, so
I don't,
we totally died.
Maybe someone can comment to us, or if you join our Discord, tell us like if we did something wrong, because this seems insanely hard.
I think what I noticed is that we were getting a ton of monsters and traps that required agility, and we just had the unlucky. We had the unlucky. I guess our luck was just against us as far as our starting character picks.
I just don't know if it was strictly that. I mean, all of these monsters, like getting the shadows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that
sure,
was
it's
the
a bit
other
of
unlucky
ability,
thing that happened. We drew these guys multiple times.
But looking at these other guys, even if you're strong at it, it requires so much. And then you add the floor stuff on top of it. You just don't have a sheer number of die that you need. I mean, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. the 5, 6 just on the fire elemental, and then you got to come up with 2 more, so that's 8
Yeah.
between the two of us, and then you got to hope that all of those, every single one of those 8 is a high roll. That seems a bit hard.
Yeah, we probably should have leveled up maybe a little bit more because when you level up, you get an extra potion and then you get an extra black die.
Oh, well, is that what we did wrong? Maybe.
Maybe, maybe we
What does
weren't leveling up
the
fast enough.
boss look like for? I mean, we clearly lost. Sorry, everyone. We got our butts
The
kicked.
boss is pretty crazy,
Oh, so it's this big dragon.
and you have to do the
Wow.
shields first. So you have to cover those with 5 agilities, and then you have to cover this, or you take 4 damage. This you take 4 damage, and then if you
How
have
could you be that leveled up?
yeah, if you have any dice left, you have to put sixes here, and this is the only way you damage him. So basically, every time you cover a skull, um, that
Wow.
that lets you damage him, and he has 6 health, so you have to do that twice, or you have to cover it 6 times.
Wow, how could you? You must really get some big levels, or, but of course you might have 4 or 5 skills
Yeah, and you've got some extra
by
black
then.
dice. You've got like at
Wow,
least 2 or 3 black dice by the end, level 4.
still seems like a tough game.
Yeah, it is. It is
Pretty
very
tough
tough,
game.
man.
Well, I think hopefully we played it long enough for people to get a sense of it.
Yeah, yeah, there's really nothing surprising or new. It's just you keep going down. We just got down a level. Now we're on level 2. Same rules for level 3. Um, you just hopefully have better luck if you're
Yeah.
playing.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
pretty
so that
crazy.
was one deck dungeon, and we that was actually perfectly planned. We meant to lose right at the top of
Exactly.
the hour so we could show you our other game.
Yeah, yeah. So when we come back, we'll have a special Halloween kind of finale game to end the Halloween week. It's a pretty cool little quick game as well. So we'll take a
Cool.
quick break and then we'll be back to check that out. So see you guys in a couple minutes. Hello. Welcome back. We just took a really quick break and
Had to recover.
Exactly.
my wounds and pride from that ass whooping we took.
So one of the cool things about that game, also, even though it is really hard, is that there is a campaign mode for the game. There's a little tablet that comes with a physical game, and you can check off every time you complete a floor based on the level of difficulty that you play on. Uh, and the harder the difficulty, the more abilities you can unlock, and then you can start each dungeon run with a new ability.
Wait,
Um,
that game had harder difficulty
yeah, I
levels?
was trying to remember how it's harder. What makes it harder? I can't
You have to get
remember.
sevens
Yeah,
on six-sided die somehow.
it might be. Because I know the cards don't change, so I'm trying to figure out how it is a harder difficulty. It might be more XP to level or something. I don't know. It's a tough one.
For those hardcore junkies out there, that's
Yeah,
your game.
and the mobile version on phones or or tablets has that campaign mode too, so you can kind of build up a character little by little.
Very cool.
Yeah. So this game that we're playing now is it's actually, I think if I understand right, it's an older game that this company made, and then they re-released it recently after their big game took off, which was Plaid Hat Games is the company, and this game is Raxxon that we're going to be playing. Uh,
Oh, okay.
and this
What's their
is
bigger game that you're talking about?
Dead of Winter. So
Ah, okay.
this is actually the prequel to Dead of Winter. So
Oh,
this
cool.
this takes place before the zombie apocalypse started, and you are actually playing in the hometown of the company Raxxon, which is sort of like the umbrella corporation that supposedly maybe has started it. They have a really cool,
Allegedly.
yeah, they have a really cool how they kind of marketed this game is really cool because it is a very simple game. The rules are pretty simple. Um, but the way they've marketed it, like they say things in the rule book, like, there's it's written as if you were reading a manual from the company.
Oh,
So
cool.
it says, these are unconfirmed rumors, but we're the best people to kind of fight the infection. And then there's even an online website that you can go to that is supposedly run by the company, and they give you what's cool about it is they give you like scenarios that you can play. So it kind of changes the game a little bit each time you play it, and you have to do different achievements and things like that. So they set up pretty cool to have kind of like a little bit of more atmosphere and mood to it, which is pretty
Yeah,
fun.
that's really funny.
So in this game, we're playing as the different. We're gonna pick characters, and we're playing as the different leaders of this town, and we basically have to try to evacuate all of the normal people from the town before the infected kind of overrun it. And I believe there are 20 normal people in the population left that we have to evacuate before the end of the game. That's how we win. And then, of course, just like any cooperative game, there's many ways we can lose. Um, for example, if we run out of cards in the infection supply and then we get an infection symbol, and there are no more cards, it's sort of like Pandemic. You lose if you can't draw any more cards. We
Okay.
also lose if Raxxon is also. It's kind of funny in this game. Raxxon comes in and offers help every once in a while, but there's usually a price. And as their power grows, that is, if it ever reaches 8, it is also a way that we can lose. So this little meter
Okay.
down here tracks their power.
We can home rule how many racks on, racks off jokes am I
Exactly.
allowed
Ah, you
before
beat me
before we
to it.
lose?
I was waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
then that definitely wasn't it. I didn't ruin it.
And if you recognize, some of the town leaders are characters from Dead of Winter, like Thomas Hart, the soldier, is a character who's in Dead of Winter. Gabriel Diaz was a firefighter.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Olivia Brown was a doctor. I don't recognize Katie James and Meryl Wolf. Brian Lee was the mayor.
Cool.
So basically, how you pick characters is you just kind of look at the actions that are on the right here, and if you, think they seem cool. You can pick that character. It's kind of one of those games that you really have to play it, and then you realize how good the abilities are. Really,
Okay,
it's hard
so
to. Yeah, it's kind
this
of
is
hard
going
to.
to be a total random pick then.
Exactly.
Gosh. Well, do you feel like trying one? That always helps me if you can narrow it.
I
Because you
haven't
played.
played this in a long time, so I don't even remember who I have played.
Yeah. Okay. I always think a firefighter is good in these situations.
That's
Of
true.
course, I don't know why. I think maybe he'll know the town.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Okay, I'll play KD James, and then we'll remove these others, and then you can just put your character sheet kind of lower down.
Okay.
And
Same on both sides.
yeah, yeah. So on the real game, the physical game, you have a 1 to 2 player side and a 3 and 4 player side.
Oh, okay.
So you can play up to 4 players in this, and it is cooperative because we're both trying to work together to evacuate people. And then we roll the die to see who goes first. Let's see who. Oh,
Oof. I could totally beat that.
I just critted.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'll be first player. So at the start of every, let me make sure this is. I know we have everything set up. I'm just trying to make sure we get to the first turn. Okay, so basically this game takes place in days. That's basically the word for the rounds. At the very beginning, there's 3 steps to every day. At the very beginning of the day, we set up the crowd of population, and it is going to be. So I'll do that now. So it always comes from the population draw pile here. There's 29 cards. Remember, we got to rescue 20 people, and we got to put them in a grid of 9. So three by 3. And this is our first day crowd. We got to figure out who's infected, who's not, and get the uninfected, the normals, out of town.
Okay.
So that's the first step. It's very easy. The second step is we take actions back and forth. I take an action, and you take an action. I take an action, back and forth. Once you pass, which is always an option at the beginning of your turn, you can pass. You cannot do anything else for the rest of the day. So the other player can go ahead and keep taking actions until they're done, and then once they pass, then it's the end of the day, and we do the end of the day step.
Okay.
So that's pretty simple. Um, so I would take my first action. So everybody, if you notice on the top of their character card, everybody has this one action you can do, which is investigate, and that little symbol there with the silhouette and the arrow means that you're going to flip one of these cards face up so you can see what it is.
Okay.
So
Is
that's
that kind of advisable since all of them are face down? We pretty
yeah,
much
we
have
want to try to
know.
reveal as many as we can so we can see who's who. The only trick is that revealing cards can also have a bad effect sometimes. Some cards
Okay.
trigger when they're revealed. So we have to just be careful. Now the other things that you can do, the other actions are all on the right. The only downside is that when you do an action, you have to put a token on the leftmost action space, and that means that the next time it's your turn, you have to activate all of these consequences that you have tokens in front of or below. So, for
Of
example,
that particular action.
yeah.
Okay.
No, actually, you have to resolve all the ones on your card from top to bottom every time your turn starts.
Oh.
Yeah, so it can become pretty crazy. So basically, it's a push your luck game. So the more tokens you have on your card, the more consequences you have to do at the start of your turn. But if you pass, you don't have to do any consequences. So you
How do you
decide
clear the tokens?
at the end of the day, all the tokens get cleared off.
So if you basically feel like you just have too much risk on there, you
Yeah,
want to stop doing actions.
exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what the ones are on my card. The triangle with the exclamation means that you have to draw a Raxxon card, and the symbols are up here if you need a reference. It's on the back of
Okay.
the rulebook. So the triangle means you draw a Raxxon card. Now, like I said before, the Raxxon cards can be helpful, but you might end up having to make a choice and pay a price. And their power might increase, which is one of the ways that our game could end. It doesn't always happen, but it could.
Okay.
This is the infection symbol. That means we have to add one infection card here to the supply, to the discard pile. These are all zombies. They're all bad. So we don't want to do that, but it's such a good action that you might kind of want to take the risk.
I don't have any of those.
That's good. The
Okay.
symbol with a plus means that we have to add a new card to our grid of 9, face down. So we
Okay.
can add it out to the outside. And then those are all my... Oh, and then this obviously at the bottom means that we have to, with crowd control, the consequence later is that we have to reveal a card. Which sucks, because later on you'll get to where you'll be like, whoa, you don't want to reveal any more cards because something bad will happen.
Okay.
And then your symbols are pretty much the same as mine. You either, with a plus, you either add a new card, triangle, you draw a Raxxon card, and then the arrow, you flip a card.
Okay.
So, my good actions are I can choose a row or column that has all face up healthy and move them to the evacuation pile. So if we can get all of the healthy people in one column or one row, I can move them
Okay.
to the evacuation
So this
pile.
is gonna be like a manipulation of columns and rows. Then.
Right, right.
Okay.
Medicinal attack, I can kill a card in the crowd, and
Wow.
then I can also kill all adjacent cards if I'm willing to draw a Raxxon card.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool. Steady quarantine, I can move 3 face-up infected cards from the crowd and or the uncontained quarantine pile to the contained quarantine. So contained is cool because what we can do is if we find zombies, we can put them in containment temporarily, and it kind of takes them out of the game for a little bit.
Hmm.
And then finally, Raxxon, oh, I guess it's not finally, Raxxon funding, choose a player other than yourself to remove an action token from their character sheet. If I'm willing to draw a Raxxon card, I can choose myself. So I can take
Okay.
our tokens off. And then finally, crowd control, swap the position of any 2 cards in the crowd.
I
So
have
what are yours?
aggressive crowd control
Oh,
as
that's
my
cool.
bonus. That's kind of
2
transition.
cards.
Wasn't that yours? Swap the position of 2 cards.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
For some reasons, mine's aggressive, even though it's the same
Oh,
thing.
so you also have the option to flip one. Flip a card face down. That's kind of good. If we know it's
Okay.
a zombie, we can sometimes flip them face down and just keep track of them. Yeah. So your
Roadblock.
roadblock. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Place 3 action tokens on 1 card in the crowd. When a card would be added to an adjacent spot, remove a token instead. Discard any tokens left on a card when it is moved or removed.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. So it keeps us from having to add extra cards.
Okay. Quarantine, move up to 2 face-up infected cards from the crowd and or the uncontained quarantine pile to the quarantine. You have that, I think,
Yeah. Yeah.
pretty much. Okay. Conflicted airstrike. Kill all cards in a row or 1 column of the crowd.
Yeah.
So basically, kill all cards in 1 row or column.
Yeah.
I think.
It cannot include healthy cards. Yeah.
Okay. And then target evacuation. Move a face-up healthy card and any adjacent face-up healthy cards to the evacuation pile. Okay, so we kind of have
Similar
similar
ones,
actions.
right?
They just may be like in a different area or the
Or they
way.
have different consequences for us both.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so for my action, I think I'm just going to go ahead and use my investigate just to be safe. I'll flip this card. So it's a hostile. So what you do is you always look at the bottom, and you match the symbol. So that symbol with the eye means when it's revealed, when it's flipped face up. So because this card gets flipped up, I then look at how many other hostile cards there are. And if there's 2, I have to flip another card. Yeah.
Okay.
So there aren't 2, there's only 1. But if we flip another one and it's hostile, then we would have to flip a third card. If there are 4 hostiles, what that means is we automatically stop the day and go to the night phase, which is not good.
So as soon as we flip another hostile, this guy will trigger.
A third to be flipped. Yeah.
Hmm, that's not good. Okay, so nothing happened.
Right.
And that was your action, was
Hmm.
just doing an investigate?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I can do anything.
You could just investigate. I mean, flipping a third card is what we eventually want to do anyway.
Can that guy be evacuated?
He is healthy, so yeah, he can. Choose a row or
When
column.
I have the targeted.
So we might want to get we might want to see his adjacent cards first,
Yeah.
just in case we could pull a lot of them out.
I don't know when my roadblock would be good to place in the action tokens that would.
So let's say we evacuate these guys. There's going to be a blank space. If any
Mhm.
cards get added, they have to go to where there's the most cards by them, adjacent to them. So we
Hmm.
would have to fill this hole. So if you put a roadblock on this guy, that would mean that this space would stay open for like 3 turns
Okay.
if we had to add, if we get the effect of
So I
having to
don't
add
think
more.
we're there yet.
Yeah.
Let's investigate this middle one and see if we can get lucky.
Ooh, an innocent. Dara
Okay.
Birdman, she's crying.
All right.
So
I don't know
what
what
this
those
symbol
symbols mean.
means is if she dies, if this card dies, then we have to draw a Raxxon card.
Oof. Okay. Well, we got two cleans next to each other.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we do the top and the bottom of Chris Matthews, right? Because
For
we could
what?
get, because if they're all healthy, you can remove them with your targeted evacuation, right?
Yeah, but if we flip another hostile,
Oh, or I could do an evacuation if I flip this card
yeah,
and they're all
yeah,
innocent.
I'd say you do go for doing what something you could do. Is there anything you could do now?
I can kill the card in the crowd. I could kill him.
Oh yeah. Gosh, but the evacuation's tempting for you if you get that last one.
Yeah. The thing about killing a card is that they go into the discard pile, so they don't really die, and we just have to end up rescuing him later anyway because he's one of the 20.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, maybe if you gamble on that other one.
So do a row rather than the top and the bottom of him. Try to complete a row.
Well, but even if you flipped it and we got lucky, it would be my turn next, and I
Yeah.
don't have that power, so yeah, maybe I could flip that one for you and you could flip a different one.
See, what I was thinking is if I flip this one and it's another hostile, then we can flip this one, and if they're all healthy, you can immediately on your turn evacuate all 4 of these.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You
Okay.
want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. So when this is flipped, because we flipped it, when there's 1 chaotic, we add 1 card. So we have to draw 1 from the population and put him somewhere. What do you think about putting it here?
Okay.
Because that way, maybe he can take more with him,
Yeah,
possibly.
possibly.
All right.
Okay. What does
So
the
now,
rest of the stuff on that mean?
so that's only later on if we get 2 chaotic cards or 3.
Oh, and then okay.
Right. So the idea is in this game is you don't want to draw the same type of card like hostiles or chaotics. You want to try to draw a variety of cards because it keeps bad things from happening.
Okay. Don't think it's worth evacuating those two quite yet with my thing.
Well, now we're in a see, maybe I shouldn't have put this guy here, but maybe we should just reveal this third card because I could. So far, I'm the one who can evacuate all these in this row, whereas you would only be able to evacuate two so far.
Okay.
If there's
All
a
right.
third one, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go for that. I'll flip this guy.
Oh, so another
Nice.
innocent. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
good.
ready for you.
So now back to me. Should I flip or should I just?
I think you take 3 out of 4 is pretty insane. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
definitely
true.
worth getting all those guys out.
Okay, so I'll take a row and column. Now on my next turn, I'm gonna have to draw a Raxxon card. Okay.
Oh, you can't choose it because technically this hasn't been revealed. It's in the row,
With all cards face up and healthy.
all
But
the cards.
but do you think that means that I have to? Like, what if they're face down though? With all cards, like if they're face down, then I don't have to worry about them, right?
It says choose a row or column in the crowd with all cards face up and healthy. Think they all have to be faced up and healthy.
Okay. So then I should just flip this last one and we can see. I can always swap them. That's one of my other
Yeah.
actions. I can swap two cards. So
Well, if you flip it, and I'll be able to do the targeted. Yeah,
yeah,
it'd be
that's
good for
true.
you to flip it, and then I can just do it if we're lucky.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Now we've got 2 hostiles.
Oh, so that means we have to flip over one more card. What do you think? Maybe one of these ones. Maybe this one
That
because
one. Yeah, if
okay.
we're really lucky.
Oh, it's a carrier. Okay, so there aren't two yet, so we don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
So we're good
That's
until we
it?
draw a second one. Yeah. So now,
So if I evacuated him, we don't get this guy, right?
yeah, you could just do something else on your turn,
Yeah, I think it's better because now
and
that
then I
whole
can take
row's
all
innocent,
four.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. Not that.
And that'll get rid of these stupid
What if I
hostiles.
kill all cards in one row? Oh, I can't have any. I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
Um, how do you know if it's an infected?
Oh, so the difference is that healthy have the heart symbol in the top left, and infected have the biohazard.
But what does it mean when one's like chaotic versus
That's just their
carrier, or is
type.
that just the
Yeah,
title?
that's just their type. Yeah. So there's two types of cards in the population. There's either healthy or infected.
I think I could do the quarantine. I can move 2 face-up infected from the crowd and or the uncontained quarantine into the contained quarantine.
That would actually be awesome because if we draw one more of either one of these cards, something additionally bad is going to happen.
So if I did that and I put a token like I'm supposed to, my
Next
next
round,
turn I have to do it even
at
though the
the
token's all the way down here? Or...
yeah, so you basically every time your turn starts now, you would have to add a card plus draw a Raxxon card.
Even though it's way down here, it doesn't go from like top.
No, you actually so you could have like 10 tokens on here and you would have to do every single consequence.
Seems weird that they're in a certain, like it seems like it only relates to this action because it's in its area, but no, huh?
No, it has to you have to do every single token you have out on the whole
God, that
card.
seems like quite a price to pay. So from now on, any action I do, I got to do a Raxxon and
Well, eventually, once as this crowd would dwindles down, we're gonna want to end the day anyway, and your tokens reset at the end of the day.
hell, I guess I'll still do it then. So I get rid of those 2 guys into the quarantined with my
Cool.
quarantine action.
Okay, so
What
the
is that?
contain quarantine is up here, and they as you said contain quarantine, right?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, never mind. I can't do the additional thing anyway.
All right, cool. So back to me.
Yeah, get
So
this big one done.
yeah, so I will do the evacuation. Choose a row or column in the card with all cards face up and healthy. Move them to the evacuation pile.
Nice. So how many of these bastards we got to
4 out
save?
of 20.
4 of 20. That's just a big chunk in one shot.
Yeah, that was huge. That was almost a quarter.
Okay.
All right, so back to you. And you have to either pass or do these consequences first.
Well, I think I should. I mean,
I think we
it's
should
not
keep going.
keep going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna do an action. So something's getting flipped.
So, oh no, it's a
Oh, it gets
plus.
added.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
either have to add it here or here. It doesn't really matter because that it'll be adjacent to the most cards that way. Do you
Um,
care which one?
I'm looking at my roadblock. I wonder if placing it the 3 actions on one card in the crowd when a card would be added to an adjacent spot. Remove the token instead. If that's going to be my next action, which spot would be better?
Well, either way, it's going to be great to put it on this one because this space is going to be the next space that we would add a card. This whole
Or possibly this space too, right? Or no?
no, it has to. So when you place a new card, it has to be adjacent to the most cards that you can be. So this would
Oh,
be
okay.
adjacent to 3 cards.
Maybe my roadblock's not quite set up yet then
No, it
to
would be
to
because
have the most maximum effect.
yeah, that's true. You would want to have
Yeah.
a couple, but this is
Okay.
it doesn't get much better than 3. Having this empty hole here.
Yeah. So I guess it doesn't matter where we place it then, right? Or placing it right
Right.
there where you said. Okay, and then I have to draw a Raxxon card.
Right.
So off the top here.
Reshuffle. Yeah. So at the top
Okay.
there'll be a trigger. If there
Unruly. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just reading it.
Oh, that's okay. If there are 2 or more hostile cards face up in the crowd, which there aren't, so we basically it doesn't trigger. So we put it in the so I think we flip it and put it in the untriggered Raxxon pile.
So nothing happened. I didn't even read it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you just read the trigger. If there are 2 or
Oh.
more hostile cards face up in the crowd.
Oh, I see. Then you get to pick between the 2
Right.
options.
Right.
Okay. Cool. So now my action. Um, so it's basically either investigate or do that roadblock. I guess the roadblock I'm still just having trouble. So place 3 action tokens on one card in the crowd. When a card would be added to an adjacent spot. So this is only the potential adjacent spot, right?
Yep, that's the only place it'll be added.
It doesn't seem worth it yet.
Yeah, but see, you're going to add a card every time it's your turn now. And that would allow me to do an action like the medicinal attack where I could kill someone because then adding an additional card wouldn't affect me for a little bit too.
Well, if I put a token, then I'm going to be, what's that symbol again? Flipping?
Yeah,
Now
you have
I'm
to flip an extra
adding,
die.
flipping, and a Raxxon card.
Yeah.
I guess then, if you think so, I put a token on here, and now that's basically going to block.
I think you put 3, right? Oh, I'll put 3. So we put
Oh yeah, it is 3, but I don't know why it's 3.
because each time we would add a card,
Oh,
we take off a token.
token.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you get 3 freebies.
To any adjacent spot, so somehow if it opens up to the left of it too, right?
Right. Right. All right.
Okay.
So at the beginning of my turn, I've got to draw a Raxxon card. If Raxxon's power is 1 or greater, which it's not, thankfully. So we're good on that. Now, I should just investigate.
Yeah, I'm not sure what your power, but yeah, we don't have anybody flip, so that usually makes it pretty hard.
Or should I take one of your tokens off?
Oh God, this would be cool, the quarantine one to be removed.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Really?
Yeah, why not, man? It's one of my powers.
Alright.
So
But
you
it
get
just
to...
added one to you, so.
Yeah, but it's just another Raxxon card.
And now I just have flipping cards as my only.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now you just have to flip 1 card.
So with these tokens, I guess it doesn't matter.
You can flip the one that has tokens on it if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
He's a carrier, so if he gets a second one, Then we have to draw a Raxxon card. A third one automatically starts the night phase.
So that's one guy we may want to remove.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the reveal. Not really that. Could airstrike.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is we want to try to get it to where we don't we take out all the humans that we can. We don't want to add cards because it gets harder for us to try to figure out if they're healthy or not. But the chances of there being more healthy cards in this out of the 4 we already got, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, I guess I'll just investigate a spot. Maybe the spot right above him.
Okay.
Susceptible.
So if she dies, it adds an infected.
So she's an innocent, huh?
Yeah. So I have to draw two Raxxon cards. If a non-hostile healthy card is face up in the crowd and there are one or more cards in the uncontained quarantine. Okay, so there's nothing in the uncontained quarantine. So we don't have to do that. And then if Gabriel Diaz is in the game, am I?
I am.
Oh, you are. And there's one face up non-hostile healthy card there is. Come with me if you want to live, you yell. But what about my babies? How many are there? 19. The player who controls Gabriel makes the following choices.
The Duggar family.
Yeah. You may draw and look at one card at a time from the population draw pile, stopping at any time. If all the cards drawn are healthy, move them and one face-up non-hostile healthy card in the crowd to the evacuation pile. If any drawn card is infected, stop drawing and move all cards drawn to the population discard pile, triggering the death effect on each healthy card.
So we don't have to do any of this.
Right.
But we don't get rid of...
Do you have to... I don't understand what the choice is. What's the other choice? Oh, you may draw, so you don't have to draw any, right?
Right.
And then you choose when you're going to stop. So the question is, out of 18 cards, there are 16 left besides these face-down ones here that are healthy. 15.
Well, I think when you're trying to save a city, you got to gamble with the lives of the people in that city.
But remember, if any of them, if it's an infected card, then she triggers and the death effect.
But Gabe, you've heard of the saying about the omelet, right?
Yeah.
I think we need to do it.
All right. So you want to draw at least? So you're going to draw from this
We're
pile.
playing blackjack with people's lives. Hit me.
You don't want to draw it,
Nope. Hit me.
and it's an infected.
Oh shit! I thought I'd at least get away with one, and we could get two. Honestly, I didn't think it was that bad of a gamble. I thought we could get rid of two.
So what happens when that infection symbol triggers is that you have to take one of these from the infection supply. It's always a zombie, and then you got to add it to the discard pile. It'll eventually end up in this draw pile.
So when this runs out, we die.
Yeah. When we need to draw from it, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You didn't.
I thought that'd be an easy gamble. I thought we'd get rid of two.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance. There's a good chance that we would have gotten at least one out of that.
First baby of hers I tried to save was a zombie baby. It's BS.
I know. So now I got to decide what I'm doing. Should I kill a card? No, we don't want to kill this guy. I should just flip one then, right? Because there's not really much we can do until we have more guys out.
Yeah, there's not much revealed.
All right, I'll flip this one down here.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a hostile healthy.
All right. So now it's back to me, and that is the reveal, the one token I have, right?
Yeah, so you got to reveal one of these two.
Might as well be this one, you think, right?
Yeah. Ooh, there you go.
So that's set up for you again, right? An entire row?
Yes. Yep.
Or let's see what I got. My quarantine. No.
Yeah, you can
No.
face up healthy card and any adjacent healthy card.
Okay.
What you could do is if you wanted to, you could switch this one and this one.
And then what?
I don't know.
It wouldn't help you though. I mean, I say we get what we can get right
Yeah,
now.
that's true. That's true.
So yeah, I guess I'll target evacuate him, move a face up healthy card and any adjacent face ups to the evacuation.
All right. So there
I
we
got
go. There's 6.
okay. I'll take that.
Okay. So the question is, should I pass or should I keep going?
Hmm.
It probably would be worth it to at least see what this last card is, and then we can decide, right? If we just want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I have to draw 2 Raxxon cards then. If there are exactly 1 or 2 family cards in the evacuation pile, uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure there are. How do you know they're family?
They say family at the top. There actually aren't any.
Oh, we don't say families in this town.
Exactly. So we're good. So I just got to draw 1 more. If Raxxon's power is 2 plus, yep, and there are more blah blah blah. So there it's definitely not 2 plus. So we're good.
Okay.
So now I'm just going to investigate, flip this last card. All right.
Ouch.
So now we know.
So there's 2, right?
Yes, but they have to be the same type. So there's only 1 carrier and only 1 volatile.
Oh, okay.
So what you should do is pass, and I'll pass, and then it'll be nighttime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We don't have many actions filled up, and I could.
Yeah, but there's nobody left to rescue, Joe.
Oh, we don't add. We're gonna add cards though, right?
No, what we want to do is we want to start a new day because we get 9 new cards
Oh, okay.
added. So it's like refreshing
Guess
the
it would take a while to add in all the
yeah,
space.
and it would take these monsters away for the round.
Okay. Guess we've done enough. Didn't save any babies.
Yeah, we actually did really well. We're almost like halfway there.
Yeah, it seems pretty good so far.
So
Okay.
at the end of the day, um, let me get back to. Bum, bum, bum. Trying to. Trying to find the night end. End of day. Okay. So once all players have passed, resolve the following steps in order. Flip all the remaining cards in the crowd face up. Do not trigger any look effects at this time, or reveal effects. So we don't have to worry because they're already revealed. The infection spreads. Count the total number of infected cards in the crowd and in the uncontained quarantine. Trigger the infection that many times, up to a maximum of 4. Oh, so I guess we should have killed these guys.
Yikes.
I guess we could
Okay.
do that because we didn't know we were going to. So if you
Yeah,
want
I
to
mean,
still.
there's 2, right?
Yeah.
Only 2.
Yeah.
We should have. Guess we know now we need to try and clear too, not just evacuate.
Yeah.
So that counts as 2. My roadblock was a ways.
So we basically add 2 of these guys.
Ouch.
And the maximum is 4 that you can ever add. Now you move all cards from the crowd and uncontained quarantine to the population discard pile. Then shuffle the discard pile into the population draw pile.
Wow. Damn.
So now we've got 14 out of 24 to save. And then all the cards that are in contained quarantine move to uncontained quarantine. Apparently our facilities are terrible.
Not very contained if you let her move to
Yeah.
uncontained.
And then we clear all of our action tokens.
Okay.
And then now you're first player, and we start over again. Oh, I gotta put the
So we got a new block at 9.
yeah.
God, if only that I gamble with the lady's babies paid off, we'd have 2 more.
Yep, that's all right though. All right.
Okay. Well, I think as we know, there's just nothing to do until stuff's revealed. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so I'm going to investigate.
All right.
Let's do the old boom, this guy.
Ooh, familiar.
Father Fitzpatrick.
If he dies, the active player must pass their next turn this day.
Oof, we got to get him out. Get him out. Okay.
All
That's
right.
fine.
I'll start with the middle.
Okay. Hostile. Kind of sucks, but Mac Todd.
Yep. So if you can finish the row, I can evacuate him.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing to do. Okay.
Oh.
But it's 2 hostiles.
Oh,
So
so we have to flip one more card.
guess it doesn't matter if you're going to get rid of all of them,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Doesn't really matter too much.
I think it's your choice since you, or did I reveal it?
You did.
Let's do that.
Oh.
Oh crap. Oh wait, no, those aren't the guys that.
But maybe we should say, maybe I should just reveal one.
If that guy is healthy, I can.
Yeah,
do
you can get them all.
giant.
Now,
Oh, but it was not. Gamble.
it's still better, I think,
Yeah, that's true.
because we can definitely get 4, whereas I can only do 3.
Damn.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, we gambled with babies.
Boom.
Oh, but there's another hostile.
But only 4. The next time it triggers is at 4.
Does
See?
that mean we have to flip another one though because we flipped another hostile?
No, so you only do it when it's equal to 2. So we only had to
Okay.
do it when we revealed the second one, and
Oh.
now we don't have to do the next ability until we reveal the 4th one.
Damn, so we did it.
Yep, we did exactly
Boom,
what
so I
we
do
were
the
hoping.
targeted, so the face up healthy and any adjacent to the evac. Damn,
That was a good round.
we plussed it. Pulled the plus. 11.
We only need 9 more.
All right, you babies in this town.
All right,
So
I'm gonna
he's back
flip. Man,
Okay. So now I've got to add.
yeah. I'd say add down here, or yeah, or here. Whoop,
Oh.
whoop.
That was dumb. Okay. So I added, and now I got an action. I don't think I would have done anything anyway.
So you could just
Let's
flip
swap
that
the
one you just
positions.
saw.
I'm trying to think, do I want to like roadblock in the middle, maybe, or probably not?
You could. Well, that's not going to be the spot where they're going to go. They're going to go here or here. But, because see, they'll be adjacent to 2. But whatever one you do, if you roadblock, then... Yeah, I think the roadblock would be good.
Roadblock where? Do you
Either
think?
here or basically any of these outer corners.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the top left up here. You think would be good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
And then I'll just go ahead and reveal this card.
We would have done that anyway, probably going for your row, even though
Yeah.
I accidentally.
So now because there's 2 hostiles, I got to flip this 3rd. So I'll go ahead and flip this one. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
So now
Okay.
now we know we just need to get rid of these 2 guys.
Which you can do, because.
Yeah. I can
Or do
do
they?
a row.
No, they all have to be healthy, don't they?
Uh.
All face up and healthy.
Yeah.
Crap. Okay, well, first I've got to.
But you can kill.
Yeah, I've got to add one. So where should I choose to add one, you think? I
Well,
could add and do a roadblock.
yeah, that's what we want to use. Yeah, we definitely want to do that.
You sure? Okay, so let's say I added it in the middle and that did the roadblock, right?
Hmm.
And now I've got to flip. Should I do that?
Oh, you do have to flip one? Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I've got 2 action tokens. So I guess if you ever
Yeah,
play a
because I
video.
can swap. Yep. Okay, good. So now what we should do is I will swap those.
Oh, it's my turn still. I was just doing the
Right. Can
mandatory.
you swap?
I think I can. I've got aggressive crowd
Yes.
control. Swap the positions.
Ooh, and then you could also flip one of them
Flip it.
face down.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's swap them and then I flip it. Now,
For
what does that
real.
symbol mean?
That means you have to be willing to do that action. You got to draw a Raxxon card.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, it always triggers. Great. We could solve this so fast, but only Raxxon can fix it. The Raxxon executive announces from the podium, "Put us in charge and humanity will be winning big time." That sounds like really familiar to
Yeah.
nowadays. Shuffle the untriggered Raxxon pile. Okay, into the Raxxon draw, untriggered Raxxon pile, into the Raxxon draw pile. Remember to put this card in the triggered pile.
Okay.
Then move cards from the contained quarantine to the uncontained quarantine according to the player count.
Oh, so we don't have to do anything because nothing's in the contained.
So we basically just put this in and shuffle?
No, that one goes in the triggered. So it goes face up in the triggered, and then this just gets shuffled back in.
You might reread that if I
Yeah,
read
you
that.
did it right. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So now we're set. So now it's my turn.
I gotta put a token on aggressive crowd control.
Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna do evacuation. Choose a row or column. Move those cards to
Wow.
quarantine. Yep. 6
14.
more.
So
The
is
only
this
one
another
we
time we just want to pass?
well, the only one we don't know is this one, and you could kill
Oh
this
yeah,
one.
we don't want to have anybody left.
Yeah.
But clearing the board seems, because I'm going to be adding, and so are you.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, your board's pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
You think we should press on? I have to add and then reveal 2.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Actually, if you investigate, you don't have to do any of the mandatory things.
Yeah,
right?
you do. You always have to do your
Oh.
investigate. Just doesn't add any more tokens.
So what do you think? Since I'm kind of full, and we know one of them's bad anyway.
I think we should do it.
You think I should do all this stuff, all the mandatory?
Yeah, you add one and then you flip 2.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Should I kill a roadblock instead of adding?
Oh yeah, it does. You have to do that because it would go here.
Oh, okay. So the roadblock dies, but then these 2 are going to be flipped. Just
Right. So now we'll know what this is. Okay, good. So we know. Okay.
Okay, so
now
those are the 2, and then so basically,
you should kill all in one row or column.
okay.
And then now we just pass. And now we don't have to worry about getting any.
Nice. Knocking the airstrike.
All right, so once all play. Okay, so flip all. We did that. Infection spreads. Count the number of infected cards in the crowd, which there aren't any, and in the uncontained quarantine.
Damn.
So that's 2. Oh, we could have done that action. Hold on. I think I can do that action on my turn because I basically just have to draw a Raxxon, and I can take uncontained quarantine and put him in the quarantine.
Oh,
You
okay.
think that's worth it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just have to draw a Raxxon card. If an infected card is face up in the crowd and the Mom Part 1 card is triggered in the Raxxon pile. Okay, so
well, there aren't any cards in the
there's just that one promises.
But there's nobody in the crowd.
Oh, right. Okay, so then I'm going to do the steady quarantine and put these guys back in containment. Now we don't add anything.
Then I would have passed.
Yeah, and then unpass. And then now we just shuffle these. And then we remove all of our tokens. Oh, and then these do move to the uncontained. So this
So
is an
six.
action that's worth doing.
Okay. 6 more, and we've saved the day, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Now it's going to get... Now we're never going to see these.
Why?
Although, well, these last few, it's always hard, but we can get them... If we can get some zombies contained, we should be able to help our chances.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
first player again.
Yeah.
Yeah, our chances of drawing an uninfected person is getting smaller, but...
Okay.
Alright, I'll flip this one. Ah, so we add one. I'll add it
Dang.
here.
Okay. Bum. I probably should just be. Yeah, I should just flip 2. Um.
If you flip all the ones on a row or column, we could later kill them.
Okay. Then I guess I'll do this. Celebrity.
Colby
Colby.
Dodge. I think he's the owner of Plaid Hat Games.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say because he's wearing a plaid hat.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gotta save him. We gotta save him. Okay,
All
that
right.
was mine.
So I'll flip one more over too. Ooh,
Man.
been getting lucky.
I could evacuate those 2.
Yeah. The question
But
is, man, if there's another innocent here or here, you could get 3.
is it worth gambling, you think? Yeah, because we'll be able to swap maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go for this one.
Yeah.
Or no, this one. Oh wait.
Whichever one.
Yeah, I guess it won't matter.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we got to add 2 now.
Yikes. This is getting bad, right?
That's all right.
Fun times.
So you think I should flip or should I kill? Because if we get a third chaotic, it's automatic night phase.
Oh.
Which would...
Kill, right?
Yeah, I should probably do that. So I'll do the medicinal attack. Uh-oh. Here's my problem. If I kill... I can either kill one card or all adjacent cards. So I should just kill one, right?
Yeah, just probably. Yeah, just kill
This
one.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, right? Yeah.
Alright.
So what does that leave me? Just more flipping, I think, right?
Yeah. Hopefully no chaos, or no more chaotic.
If I do this, can you do the whole row?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Damn it. Volatile.
Okay. So I have to add one, which has to be here. So I should just flip one too, right? We've about got all the cards out of the pile.
Yeah. Maybe you can flip this one, and then I can
You can get all 3.
We're lucky.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Damn it.
So thankfully they've been different zombies.
So should I just call it and get these 2 guys out of here at this point?
Well, if you flip this one, then I can do my very next action.
You can't do the row thing because you've got an unhealthy one in the same row.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I
Can
think I
you
should
do
just
it?
pull the trigger on these two right now and get them out.
Yeah.
Because about nearly all the adjacent ones are. So I'll do the targeted evacuation to face up healthy card in any adjacent,
Okay.
and those two will go. So now we need four. Once we put them in, we're down to four more, right?
Yep.
Oof, okay. If there's any killing that can be done, but you've got to add one.
Yeah, first I gotta add one. And then now I can kill. Now the bad thing is I could kill adjacent cards too. The likelihood is that this is a zombie.
Hmm. Oh, it will kill for sure, even if
Yeah.
flipped face down.
Yeah, I can totally kill something, but I'm risking if it's face down that it's a human.
Could be worth the gamble.
It's not likely, yeah. I think I might do that. Oh, wait. Whoop. Oh, yeah. Kill, and then... So let's see what the adjacent one was. Alright.
Nice, super kill, and you just got to draw a Raxxon card for that, right?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Like, hey, that one we can't quite see might be
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah.
but let's just.
He looks suspicious. If Raxxon's power is 2 or more... Nope. Man, Raxxon's power just has not been boosting.
F them. F Raxxon.
We don't need them.
Alright. So now it's to me. I don't think I could.
Oh, you gotta add one, right?
Oh, yeah, I gotta add one.
So that's...
Well, there's probably not much road blocking to be doing then.
Yeah, and the good thing is that now they're going to most likely be out, the last 4 that we need. So the chances are pretty good. And I'll add the last one.
Let's do this. You do you kill in columns or rows? Oh, you do adjacent.
Yeah, adjacents.
I guess I might be working on your killing. So let's do this one. I'll flip that. Oh crap.
Uh-oh. So we added an infection card.
Crap.
But that's okay, because it... So what we have to worry about, though, is that we don't want a third volatile, because that will end the phase.
Maybe you need to gamble on a medicinal attack.
Yeah.
Again.
I can only do one more. But it might be worth it, yeah. Okay,
Well, you
I'll
gotta
do it.
add two first.
Oh, yeah. The nice thing is I can only add one, but I can't remember what it says to... Oh, shoot. I didn't see it, did you?
Yeah.
Crap.
Don't say anything. But it might
Well,
affect
yeah, I
things
don't want to...
depending
Yeah, if I know I'm going to
add.
kill, I don't want to add an extra card.
Okay, if we have a choice, then yeah. Even though I saw it, I would.
Yeah,
I would
advise, yeah. My question is, if I have to add cards... I got to look this up. If I have to add cards, do I then shuffle the deck if I run out of cards, or do I just keep going?
Oh yeah, because I'll be doing that on my turn too, so we'll need to know.
If the crowd is empty, the card is placed in the... Oh, wait. If the population draw pile is empty, shuffle the population draw pile to form a new draw pile. So, in other words, all of these zombies are now what we draw from.
Wow.
So I have to add another one. And I have to add it here. Well, wait. Since I know that's going to happen, I'm going to add her here and her here, because this won't be targeted anyway. I know this one is a zombie, so if I do my killing action, then I'll know I'm going to be killing at least 3 zombies. This is the gamble. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
and to do that, I have to draw a Raxxon card, so don't let me forget that. So this is a zombie.
Wow, that's some killing. That's some good killing.
Yep.
Dang.
Now I just have to draw a Raxxon card. If there is at least one carrier card in quarantine... Oh, of course. Mom, is that you, sweetie? You got to get me out of here, honey. You know I'm not one of them. Don't turn your back on your own mother. Okay, so either option 1, here, hurry, get out of here. You help her escape. Move a carrier card From the quarantine to the population discard pile. Or option 2, sorry mom, but it's for your own good. Raxxon will help. Place this card in the untriggered Raxxon pile instead of the triggered Raxxon pile. And then the RP at the bottom means that we increase their power by 1. I think that's the better choice.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
we haven't increased their power at all.
I guess to go in the triggered, I thought it said.
It said untriggered.
Oh, for the other option.
Yeah, untriggered instead of triggered, so it could happen again.
So now I have to add one also. We know it's a zombie.
Right.
And we know this is a zombie, right?
Yeah, and it's got to go here.
Oh, it's got to go there.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what? Might be a good time for a roadblock.
Yeah. This next card is going to go here. So you could put the roadblock here or here. I'd say here is better. Because we know it's a zombie.
Yeah, so
here we won't want to flip it. Yeah.
Okay, so put up the roadblock, and that's my turn.
So I guess we're going over a little bit, but it might be worth it to see if we can finish this.
Oh yeah, it won't be too bad. I think we're close.
Yeah.
So now it's yours, and you got to add 3.
Oh yeah. So that just takes off the 3 you just roadblocked.
Okay, good roadblock, I guess.
Yeah.
Just wasted time. Now I've got to add 1 and reveal 1.
Oh, I got to do my action though.
Oh yeah, you didn't do.
I should just probably reveal 1. We know these 2 are zombies, right?
Yeah.
Should I just reveal this one?
Okay.
Damn. Okay, so we got to add another one. So.
Why? Oh, just because of 1. Okay.
Because there's 1 there. Yeah.
So we know 3 are zombies right here, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
These 5 have to be the last. Man, there's 4.
Yeah, that seems crazy.
Out of these last 5. So as soon as we. Oh, but man, they have to be face up to evacuate them. Damn.
So if it's my turn then, right?
Yeah.
I got to add 1 and reveal 1.
And you have to add it here.
So what do I want to? I get a pick to reveal, right?
Yeah, it should be
Should
one
I
of
do
these
that
5.
one?
Yeah, might as well.
Just to see if this cluster of 4 is.
Okay.
Ooh, dang it, it's a good one.
Mike Cho the Ninja.
Okay. Eesh.
That's good though, so we know there's 1 zombie left. So is it my turn?
Oh yeah, I did reveal that. That was my turn. Okay.
All right, so I add 1, and then these get shuffled, and I add another one.
Add a 3rd one.
And then I have to add a 3rd one. Yeah. We're almost out of cards.
We gonna lose if that happens?
No, we're okay as long as this pile, the infection supply, doesn't run out.
Okay. So now what's your action?
I mean, I gotta keep revealing, right? Maybe do this one.
Yeah, okay. Ooh.
Gia.
Okay. That was good. So now I've got to
add 1.
Add 1 and reveal 1.
Yeah, but that's good because we can reveal 2 during your turn.
So should I just pick this one?
Yeah. Okay. So we know these 2 are regulars. So nothing happens because he's revealed, but then you got to reveal 1 more, right? On your normal action.
I added 1 and revealed that guy, I thought.
No, but you had to reveal 1 because of your consequence.
Yeah, that's what I thought I did.
So now it's your action.
Yeah.
So you should reveal 1 of these 2 cards because they're both healthy.
Can you do the crowd control with face down cards?
No, not that I. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So should I like swap these 2?
Yeah, we need to do that eventually because if I can reveal this last one, then you can get them all out.
Okay, so
yep,
I
that's
guess
smart.
I'll do that. I'll take a Raxxon and I'll flip a face-up card face down.
Ooh,
Probably a good
smart.
idea.
Yeah.
Which, ooh,
Pro Probably they're both bad as far as the third type, but this one adds something.
we know it's just nothing but zombies that are going to be
Yeah,
added.
that's true. Whereas a Raxxon card, who knows what we'll get.
Flip the chaotic down.
Okay.
My Raxxon card. If there are 3 or more cards face up in the crowd.
Which there are
Oh,
exactly.
dang it. Hey, we've been using this new Raxxon Insta test device in the crowd all day, but I swear it's coming up with the opposite result you'd expect. Option 1. Yeah, best not trust it. Let's restart testing without the gadget. Flip all cards in the crowd face down. Pick up the crowd, shuffle it, and deal it out face
No
down.
way. That would suck.
Or, wait, you're a scientist now? Just report the results and move on. And it's a Raxxon power, I
Yeah,
guess.
we increase their power.
So this goes into...
The triggered, because we did actually trigger it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that was mine because I swapped the cards.
Okay.
Now it's back to you.
So now I just need to reveal.
You got to add like a bunch, right? First.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's only one though. So what is it? Says what do we do if it's empty? If both are empty, nothing happens. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I just need. Why is this one flipped? Upside down?
We know that's good. That's one of the ones we swapped with.
But we didn't need to flip it upside down though, right?
I think we swapped it with a flip down card, but we know it's good.
Okay.
Right?
I thought we had all, but didn't
did.
we have 3 healthy revealed? We don't, do we?
Or we flipped one down with my Raxxon card, the chaotic.
Yeah, it was
So
this
that
one
was
down
that.
here. Yeah.
But we switched the chaotic. This.
The carrier and this one. So we still have 2 to reveal healthy ones, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I thought we were farther ahead than that. Okay. So this is gonna suck. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what?
How are we
Yes,
wrong?
So the last guy, the last people must be in different spots than we thought. The last guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it's back.
There's got to be one here.
Okay.
So you should do that one for sure.
So I got to add one, which we can't, and then I got to reveal 2.
Right.
That's what sucks.
I almost think we haven't seen this one either.
So.
Oh. Well.
Well, that'll be one of my 2.
Yeah, and then that
And
one.
then
This
this
one
one?
for sure is a healthy. Yeah.
Oh, this one adds one. Oh, we can't for that chaotic.
Right.
Okay. And so now it's down to my actions.
I would just rescue.
Get him out? That's kind of what I was thinking.
Because I don't know where this 4th one is.
Okay, so I'll do the target evacuation, move a face up healthy and any adjacent to the evacuation. So these 2 are gone.
No, this 3rd one too, right?
Oh, yeah, duh, yeah. So those guys are all... And that what leads? We got one more of these bad. Why can't we just say that's winning?
You know what would be really bad is if I didn't put in the 20th one. Like I counted them out. I thought.
We lost a long time ago.
No. I mean, I just didn't put a 20th card in there.
Oh.
Let me check this deck. Okay, so it's not in here.
Back to you, I guess.
Okay, so what we know that none of these upper ones here, right?
Could it be
those are recent?
Bottom guys.
This one is the chaotic, yeah.
So this guy.
I'm thinking the only ones we don't know about are these 4.
Okay. Well, you can't add any still, so you can go right to your action.
What do you think?
Or do you want to kill?
I can't.
Well,
I have no kills left. I could quarantine.
Yeah. You could get max use out of it.
Yeah. 3 face-up cards from the crowd to the contained quarantine. Okay. That helps us a little bit too because any card that we would have drawn would have been one of those and added shit. So
So I normally would be adding 3, but I can't. But I do have to flip 2. So you think,
yeah, anything on the bottom row except for this right one.
okay, whoop,
Okay.
ooh, and we know that one
Mm-hmm.
can't add, so we don't have to trigger.
I mean, you might
God.
as well spend your turn flipping it because I can just quarantine those again. Oh, we had to. Oh, yeah, we can't add one.
So you think investigate this guy?
Yeah,
Yikes. So there's 2 chaotic.
yeah. So I'll do. So I the only thing I have to do is draw a Raxxon card. It's gonna be so funny if what I forgot to do was just add one. If spokesperson part 1 is in the triggered Raxxon pile. Nope.
Nope.
So untriggered. For my action, I will quarantine again. Take these 3. So the only one it could possibly be is in this left-hand column.
So I've got a, I can't add any, but I've got to reveal 2 again.
I would reveal these 2, because that's the only ones they could possibly be. There it is. Sheesh. Okay. So then you can just do your...
My action, we win.
Oh,
Wait,
no!
I can't. I can't. Uh, that's
Well,
fun.
okay, so you can just reveal this one, because...
Because we know it's
Yeah.
chaotic. Okay, yep. And now
Alright.
you
So now
can
I
do
can
it, right?
evacuate. Yeah.
That'd be crazy if you lost because you didn't. Oh, we're lucky that all of them in that row were healthy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We would have had to have killed some.
But we did do it.
Yep. And that was the easy mode. That was the tutorial mode.
Gee, that got it. Yeah, it did seem easy, like 3/4, and then all of a sudden, getting the last 4 or 5 guys turned really rough.
Yeah. Normally
Oof.
you play with, like, more innocence, and so it gets harder, plus... So the scenarios they have online, you've got to do certain things, like you got to add different mixes of cards in, and carriers have different powers and stuff like that. So there's like different storage scenarios and things like that.
Man, for that victory, I'm giving everyone in the United States an hour of sleep tonight.
There you go, a
My
free
gift
hour.
to you guys. Oof, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fun, little quick game you can jump into. And
Yeah, yeah, it is, and it's nice. All the symbols make sense especially once you learn them the first time. They're pretty easy to remember from that point on. And
yeah,
the Raxxon
awesome.
cards are interesting. I've never played a game where they really come into play a whole lot, but it's sort of like the Crossroad cards in Dead of Winter. They come into play
Yeah,
like maybe 30% of the time.
I could see how it gets bad. It's pretty cool how there's always an option of, hey, you don't have to do the really bad thing on the card, but it's going to keep building Raxxon's power. And eventually I could see Raxxon's power really getting up there because you keep picking the lesser of 2 evils
Yeah,
on the cards. Pretty cool.
yeah.
Cool. Well, we
All
did go
right.
over a bit, but it was worth it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Two pretty cool games that are a lot of fun for small groups of people. Um,
Yeah.
so next week we're going to be back with our uh, finishing. We're finishing the mansions, right?
We
First.
should be able to.
Yeah,
I can
definitely.
imagine how many more rooms could possibly be left.
Well, I just meant playing it. We are on board with finishing it, right? Everybody's on board
Yeah,
with finishing.
I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
think we're all back, and then the week after, I'm not sure, but yeah, Deb should be back, and we should be able to finish that. Take it
Yeah,
one.
I think I will be out the week after this next one. So
Okay, that
unfortunately,
might be a week off, unfortunately.
yeah, yeah.
All
So,
right.
all right. Until then, have a great week. And I don't forget, I am streaming on Tuesdays. If you're interested, I'm streaming the Lord of the Rings card game. I had a sickening game last round. Just a stupid
It's
mistake. I had
pretty
it
fun.
wrapped up.
Yeah,
Lost
it
because of a stupid
happens.
mistake. Yeah. But I'll be getting revenge hopefully this week. I think I got it kind of figured out. So, but otherwise, we'll be back next Saturday. So we'll see you guys then. Later.
Night.